Hello, cats and kittens. Odewa Jose, Yoroshiku, and welcome to the Crisis Corner on Manga Monday. You can see from my background, we're not doing One Piece this week because One Piece is on hiatus uh, for the next couple of weeks. Yeah, so painful as that is, it is what it is. But I'm here with a recommendation. This is not necessarily a new manga, but it's new to me, and it's taking over my number 2 spot right now, behind One Piece, as my second favorite manga currently. Now, this manga is called. Now, I'm watching. Actually, I'm watching the anime only, and it's called Spy Family, and it is hilarious. I mean, it is a farcical spy slice of life anime, and it's got a lot of elements to it that are just right up my alley. It's not too serious. It's very silly, and it got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of heart, and it's my show right now. I can't get enough of this. The synopsis. Let me read it off. The synopsis. This is a general type Wikipedia type synopsis. The story plot is. It says, in order to maintain a state of peace between the rival nations of Westalis and Ostania, a Westalis agent known as Twilight is tasked with spying on Donovan Desmond, leader of the National Unity Party within Ostania. However, due to Desmond's being notoriously reclusive, the only way Twilight can get close to him is to enroll a child in the same private school as Desmond's son and pose as a fellow parent. To accomplish this and present an image of a happy family, he creates the alias Lloyd Forger, adopts a young orphan girl named Anya, and marries a woman named Yori Breyer. However, unbeknownst to him, Anya can read minds, and Yori is, in fact, a professional assassin. Neither Lloyd nor Yori are aware of each other's true identities, or that Anya knows their true professions. The family later takes in a dog with precognitive abilities, whom they name Bond. Despite these unknown factors and Twilight's occasional lapses of common sense due to years of being a spy, he must learn to play the role of the perfect father and husband in order to carry out his mission. So that's the essentials of the story. The execution is just off the hook. I mean, you got this dude, Twilight, who's like the ultimate, he's James Bond, on steroids. He can do the master of disguise thing, fight, blah, blah, blah. He's a precision type tool. The greatest spy, of his era. And he's tasked with, and he's a loner. I mean, he's a dude that usually works alone, but he gets tasked with creating a fake family so that he can spy on this dude, Desmond. And it's cool. It's like he has to go through all of the pains and slings and arrows of being a father just to accomplish his mission. It's called Operation Strix, I believe. And just the whole issue of these 3 people, Lloyd, Yori, and Anya, the mother and the father are completely unaware of each person's agenda. That Lloyd's a spy and that she's an assassin, and she's only needs the cover of being his wife so that she can carry on her profession as an assassin. He needs her to be his wife so that he can form this fake family and, do his spy business. And Anya's just there again for cover to create this fake family. But at the root of it, Lloyd is a dude who's like there's tragedy in his background, and that um, he grew up in not necessarily poverty conditions, but conditions where he was as a child. He had a sad childhood, and he was, I can't exactly how what it was, but he was crying and stuff like that, and nobody would help him. Blah blah blah. And he wants to create a world where children don't have to suffer. All right, Anya comes from a background where she was in an orphanage and she was maltreated and despised basically by the guy who ran the orphanage, and nobody would help her. So there's a bond between them two because they have a commonality in their backgrounds. Then Yori, she grew up caring for her younger brother, and she had to turn to being an assassin just to take care of her little brother, and she lost out on her youth, whatever, all of that. All of these people have this tragedies in their backgrounds that none of them know about. So they're all kind of searching for each other in a sense, but under a false pretense. So they're faking being a family, but they're actually becoming a family as they're faking it. And Anya is just the linchpin to the whole thing. Because I mean, you gotta experience Anya. I mean, she's the funniest thing I've seen in a minute. I mean, she has no, aside from being able to read minds, she has no real productive ability. You would say she's a nice kid. She's a nice girl. She's got a warm heart and all of that. But she's not really good at any, especially not um, book learning, which is a shame because he needs her to be a good student to get into this university so she can basically attach herself to the son of the person that the father is trying to spy on. But if she can't stay in the academy due to her ability to just be a good student, then the whole plan fails. So they're constantly trying to teach her to learn basic rudimentary type things so that she can at least pose as a student in the academy. And she's willing. She's just not really able. So she's trying to help her fake father carry out his spy mission and constantly coming up short, or in some instances succeeding on a pure fluke. And it's just the trials and tribulations of this fake family trying to carry out this mission that none of them really, well, how can you say that? I mean, Lloyd knows what he's doing. Anya knows what Lloyd is doing as far as his spy mission, but she can't tell him, or she's afraid to tell her fake father that she can read minds because in her past, every time people found out about it, it got her in trouble and she had to go on the run. So she's fearful of anyone knowing of her abilities. So she won't tell her fake mother or her fake father. And that's the beauty of the comedy in this series. She knows what they're thinking all the time, but they don't know that she knows. She knows both of their backgrounds, but they don't know that she knows. And they don't know each other's fake background. But they're bonding all this time. At some point, it's gonna come to a head. I'm not reading the manga, so I don't know how far things have progressed. I've only got up to issue 7 or 8. I think the first season ended at 8 or 9. I can't remember exactly which, but I'm highly recommending Spy Family. Spy Family is off the chain funny. And Anya is a brilliant character. Very sympathetic, very genuine, very warm, but just comedic as all get out. And just the whole situation is farcical, but it's brilliant. So I'm recommending highly Spy Family. And I would recommend a manga too, but I can only do that to a certain point because I'm afraid to read too far ahead because I kind of like getting it off of the anime first. So, like I say, there's no One Piece this week. I might start doing reviews of Spy Family if I start reading the manga, but I'm not going to do that right now. So this week I'm just giving a recommendation. Anime. If you like comedy, if you like farcical comedy, if you like spies, check out Spy Family. It is off the chain. It is off the hook good. By all means, check out Spy Family. That's it from the manga corner. Yeah, I'll come up maybe another recommendation, but I think I'm going to come up with a list more geared towards One Piece next week, but we'll get into that. So until next week, check out Spy Family. It's off the chain. And let me know what you think. If you're into it, let me know what you think. Anime or manga, doesn't matter. But until next time, I'll holler at you later. Stay loose.